What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for joining me for another summer session. We're about to be getting into today's energy, so if you're curious what might be going on, stick around. We're about to get into it. All right, gonna start with a Citadel card, per usual. Hope y'all are doing well. The adventure, responsibility, expectations. All right, let's look into that. I think I've only gotten this card once. I feel like I say that every single time. I need to shut up. All right, let's see what the book says about this. Somehow you've ended up in a position in which the weight of expectation is heavier than you wanted. Unwanted responsibility is a heavy burden, and there are plenty of people waiting for you to fail. But there are just as many waiting to catch and help you. Don't try to face it alone. Ask for help. Break the task down into smaller parts and take it day by day or even hour by hour if you need to. There's no greater achievement than proving your naysayers wrong. Wow, so this is having the strength to keep going even though there's a lot of weight, like heavy weight. And expectation is something that, has been a lesson within my, personal life, not for me, but other people, and managing other people's expectations of you or what they might think. So I find this really interesting, this topic, and the fact that it's coming up right now. So I'm excited to dive into this and see how it's showing up for you in your regular life with some traditional tarot. Wow, starting with the Empress. Okay, let's start strong. Yeah, so if you don't care about the cards coming out, you're welcome to skip ahead to the message. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh my God, that is crazy. I don't even know what to say. My cards are flying everywhere. Good God. What the fuck? Damn. Oh my God. Okay. So this is quite the spread. To start off with both the Empress and the Emperor back to back, literally insane. That's crazy. And I just feel like this is a representation of these two sides of yourself that are literally like coming together. I'm just seeing like when two superheroes like work together and they they like fist bump and then they become one or some shit, they like lock in. That's the type of energy I'm feeling with this. And I really feel like this is definitely internal, because something I didn't even notice within the Citadel deck is that when it comes to the they're broken down into different sections, and it literally says for adventure, like for the category that adventure is in, it's called the trope, and it's internal thoughts and identity. So this is your internal thoughts. This is your internal identity, who you think you are. And that's that's the theme of this, or the area of this that this is happening in. This, I feel like, happened, this locking in, this integration happened because you had some leftover gunk, like some leftover pain and tension and resentment from maybe a past situation that was lingering around that still needed to be dealt with. And I feel like you just had some leftover lessons almost to learn from whatever this was. And so you had to really go deep and figure out what it is that you're trying to get from the situation. Where's the lesson? Where's the opportunity to learn and grow from whatever fucked up thing happened? And this could be from a year ago, this could be from yesterday, this could be from your childhood. You know, for all of you, it's going to be different, but I definitely feel like it's something that has been taking control and you don't even realize. It's definitely been fucking leading the way without that being approved, you know, by the board. I don't know, the board of your mind. It's like it subconsciously took the lead and you didn't even realize, you know. And so now that you've had this realization, you've you know, did what you needed to do. And with the King of Wands, it's like you took the right actions. You knew, okay, so if I'm gonna move on from this, I'm gonna need to do this, do that. I'm gonna need to feel this out and understand this. I don't know, you know how those internal conversations go, but yeah, I really feel like you're trying to find this contentment within you on this past thing and trying to get to a better place, because Three of Swords energy is not helping you. Nine of Cups is a lot better because you're feeling good. You're feeling content. You may not be, you know, 10 of cups, but fuck, it's a lot better than this. So I really feel like you dove into whatever this past thing was that needed to be transmuted. And yeah, you saw a different perspective and realized, oh, I see what I'm holding on to that is no longer serving me. So yeah, you really did what you had to do to transition out of that and go towards something that's actually fulfilling, right? It's like, okay, I need to let go of this so I can accept this. And that goes back to that collective message that I posted on Friday, which I mentioned yesterday in yesterday's collective reading. So yeah, that's really interesting. So check that out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, I really feel like you are, you know, realigning towards where you actually need to go and where you actually want to be. And yeah, this is ending a cycle of suffering. You've been in this cycle for so long. I can just feel the energy of like the spirit team just so happy that you finally found this route. It's like they've been waiting for your inner compass to step onto this path. I'm getting chills. And yeah, this is really saying like you can rest now. There's a lot of, you know, things that you're going to be dealing with ahead of you. So take a pause when you get to those, you know, I don't know, I'm imagining it like a rest area. You know, sometimes there's little pauses on your path and where you need to let go and let God. So I definitely feel like your spirit team is bringing things in that you may not be expecting. There's a lot of adjustments being made, but what's being highlighted for me is that path to freedom, to the sun, to joy. And they're making sure that this is a grounded yet, you know, emotionally aware transit for you. So they're helping you as you move through this transition, and where you're going, there is still a little bit of work to be done. I really feel like you're going to face a couple things that make you need to switch what your inclination was before. So where you would normally go, you're no longer going to be taking that route. And I'm seeing that with these cards. It's like instead of getting locked inward, you're going to be able to stay balanced and stay centered and say, okay, what have I been creating? You know, I don't need to get so wrapped up in my own thoughts and pain and, you know, victim mentality of like, why is this happening to me? Instead, I need to see where's the problem and how can I fix it? It's really about shifting that mindset. And I'm noticing like this is 8 of Swords. This is 7 of Pentacles. So it's like kind of taking a step back sometimes and understanding that all you need to do is take a different type of look, change your perspective on the situation. There's no need to beat yourself up or hurt yourself even more. So you're transitioning out of that type of energy and shifting the way that you move through this world. And instead of fighting, I feel like you're going to be finding harmony now and learning, you know, there are times to defend yourself, yes, but are you actively choosing peace? Because peace is a choice. Unity is a choice. Fighting is a choice. Which route do you choose? Are you going to continue fighting? Or are you going to find your balance, find the peace, and find harmony with others? it's definitely a choice. And that's something that's been coming up for me as well, is like the importance of choices, and even the little ones we make throughout the day that really matter. So it's like, can you make these decisions for your highest good and to help the bigger whole, and being able to, say, hey, I don't need this, but this person does. So why am I fighting for this thing? I want them to have this. I want them to be at a better standing. I don't know, like stepping into compassion instead of like always trying to see where the harm is, or what, like shifting your focus on the positive and not so much the negative. And with the King of Swords, this is really saying that you're learning how to be strong in your authority and knowing when to speak up about something and when something needs to be cut out of your life, And I looked at this card when I said that. I really feel like you saw like, hey, this is hurting me. My heart space is fucked up right now. This is not cool. This is not helping me. So yeah, you did what you had to do to end this. And then you found the opportunity. Oh my God, the Star card is under that. And so is Justice. I'm not going to pick up Justice. It's over there. But yeah, you found the opportunity to heal this thing. And although it looked painful on the outside, man, the sun, do you see that? It's peeking through. You're in the craziness, but the sun is right there. It's waiting for you. This new day is waiting for you. All right, let me get a couple closing out messages. Man, my cards are flying everywhere today. The answers you need are coming. So if there's anything lingering that you're unsure of how to move forward on, just trust that your spirit team is there to help you through it. And if you ever need like a sign that you're on the right path, literally all you have to do is ask. A time to give rather than take. This is a time to give to yourself rather than take from yourself. It's not a time to be like overly disciplined and crazy. It's a time to be nourishing and nurturing to yourself and understanding and compassionate. That's how you heal. If you go to the hospital, they're not like, what the fuck's wrong with it? Oh, you got shot? Oh, boo-hoo. That's not how they treat people. Treat yourself as if you're a patient in a hospital getting better, right? You're healing from sewing up all the wounds in your heart. So take it easy. Take it slow. I'm definitely feeling like you're here right now. And in the future, there's going to be some things that try to come up and knock you off your path. But trust is the key. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's not over yet. Like I said, that sun is still in the background. You're moving towards it. You're not there yet. So, this tough cycle is still going, but trusting in your inner intuition and your spirit team's guidance is what's going to carry you there. Get into nature. That will really help balance you. Coexistence, gather, limit waste. Luckily, it's summertime. So, yeah, I just feel like you're on the cusp of something really special. And with the Emperor and the Empress coming out together, they're not saying that this is a light transformation. This is huge. This is big for your soul, for your being, for, a lot of things. But you need to see this as an adventure right now, because it doesn't come without its, bumps in the road. But it's about having fun as you move towards your happiness. It's about enjoying the journey. They're not playing when they say that, So enjoy this journey, enjoy this adventure, and see your life as an adventure. We're always unfolding ourselves. We're always exploring. And the less serious we take it, the better things are. I think that's all I got. So, I'm not saying that things are easy. We live in a crazy fucking world where people are, dealing with injustice all the time. But it's about having faith that those people will get their payback, and get what they actually deserve. So, Yeah, I think that's all I got. This was a crazy one. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope this resonated for you. And if it did, let me know how in the comments. If you're interested in more content from me, check out my Patreon. The Patreon is literally just, you know, if you want a monthly reading for you specifically, that's how you get that. And I have a couple different options. I think I have a weekly one as well. So go check that out, you know. And if it sucks, let me know that too. I'm pretty new to all this, so I don't know, you know, what's working and what's not. So thank y'all. If you're interested in a personal private reading from me, you're welcome to check out the inquiry email below. All that's in the description. Thank y'all. Have a good one. Bye.